it's hard to fucking convince people of this message when the candidate herself every goddamn day on television is like, I love Republicans. I am a Republican. I'm very fond of Republicans. I've never thought of myself as a liberal Democrat. I am actually, please do not ever bring up the fact that I ran for Medicare for all in the doomed primary campaign. I want Republicans to literally vote for me. I want Republicans to be in my administration. It's my favorite. Hope and change. We're changing the Democratic Party, just not in the direction that you want it to be changed. We're changing the Democratic Party in the direction of the Republican Party. And in that process, she has also copied the Mr. Beast policy. In Scottsdale, Arizona, Harris says she wants to create a bipartisan council of advisors to give feedback on policy. Mr. Beast, if I were president, I wouldn't care about party lines. I'd just always truly make the American people my number one priority. For problems I'm ignorant in, I'd have experts from the left and right advise me on them and try to find the middle ground that's best for America. Like, for example, do we deport every single person that I have suspected as being Latino? Or do we deport, like, I don't know, 50% of them, give or take? Or other issues like, do we do permanent genocide and also annex the West Bank? Do we let Israel do permanent genocide in Gaza and also simultaneously take up southern Lebanon and also annex the entirety of the West Bank? Or do we let Israel do permanent genocide in Gaza? That's a given. That's going to happen. Also let them have a permanent military occupation in southern Lebanon. But also then, you know, maybe we won't let them annex West Bank yet. Deep bipartisan consensus in issues such as this, you know, we have to find that. I would focus on uniting the country instead of dividing it. Anyways, we can pick this up in 15 years when I'm old enough to run. Haha. Well, good thing we have Kamala Harris to take up that mantle. Wonderful stuff on that front. Also, here's some more concessions to the Republicans. Remember Colin Allred? Well, he came out with a response ad against Ted Cruz's super PAC hitting the Democratic Party and Kamala Harris on like being pro-trans or wanting to like do bottom surgery, do bottom surgery to like migrants or whatever. It's all over the place. Good thing these guys are going to respond to that and they're going to be like, this shit's weird. None of that puts food on your table. Who gives a fuck? Y'all are being weird. Is that how they responded to it? Let me guess.
Ted Cruz is lying again, but now he's lying about our children. I'm a dad. I'm also a Christian, and my faith has taught me that all kids are God's kids. So let me be clear. I don't want boys playing girls' sports.
Yeah, I'll kill them. I'm Colin Allred, and let me tell you, if you want to kill trans children, I'm your guy, okay? We will do much better than the Republican Party. They don't even want to do, they want to do gender. They're the ones who actually want to do, me, I don't want to do gender at all. I don't want to do woke. I'm a Republican. Vote for me, please. I'm a Republican. I'm Colin Allred, and let me tell you, if you want someone to come into your schools and do penis inspection day, I'm there. I'm first up. I'm on the line. Actually, you know what? I just wrote a bill. We're doing penis inspection day. The Democrats are going to put it forward. The Republicans are going to block it because the Democrat is doing it. And then we're going to turn around and act like, you know, the Republicans are woke and want to do gender. We hate it. We hate gender. Yeah, Democrats don't fuck this up challenge. Colin Allred, half my unread text for some reason. Lights your mom's house on fire saying trans girls are boys. Cruz +5. The Chad Andy Bashar. Election year veto of anti-trans bill. Executive order banning conversion therapy. Wins Kentucky. All children are children of God. Pick your poison. There is a method. It literally fucking works. Turns out when you communicate in a successful way that like all of this stuff is weird. Shut the fuck up about trans children. You're fucking gross. You're dunking on like 8 people and you're harming all girls, not just trans girls, but like cis girls too. When you fucking implement these weird ass policies interfering with the private affairs of private American citizens, that's a successful strategy. Waltz did a pretty good job with that. Bashar, Andy Bashar, the lion of not Syria, but Kentucky. He actually did that as well. Very successful method. Will Colin Allred utilize this successful method? No. He's going to cave the right-wing framing and be a fucking dumbass because that's what Democrats are. You should vote for him. Like, if you're in Texas, of course you got to vote for this guy. What do you want? Ted Cruz? I get it. Like, I totally get it. The problem is this kind of messaging does not help the campaign. It hurts the campaign. This way of communicating is not only bad and wrong and immoral, it's also unsuccessful. It is never going to stop the Democrats from launching this stupid ass campaign.
Ted Cruz is lying about my record because he can't defend his own. He's done nothing to secure the border. He wants to raise the
He packaged it. He's like, yo, I want to kill migrants too. I'm Colin Allred. And if you want the migrant mutilator, I'm your guy. Okay. Not Ted Cruz. Just simply showing how ugly of a freak Ted Cruz is would be a better campaign than this, dude. Ted Cruz doesn't want to kill migrants. I do. Why would anybody not vote for a Republican at that point? The Democratic Party is not supposed to be the migrant mutilator party. It's the Republicans. When you concede on the right-wing framing that immigrants need to be immediately destroyed and killed, and they need to be mass deported by the thousands, if not the millions, if you're saying you're going to be the party to do that, no one is going to believe you. They're going to be like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to go for the real anti-migrant party then. It's great. Are you just exaggerating or joking around when he says secure the border and you jump to killing migrants and mass deportation when he supports a path to citizenship and tons more asylum judges? Am I missing and dumb? What matters is what he's communicating. When he says he's going to secure the border, he's the securing the border candidate. Why? What are we talking about? Like, of course I'm exaggerating. I don't think he wants to kill fucking migrants directly. But the point is, you cannot outflank the Republicans on right-wing sentiment. You will never be able to do that. They will always push the needle further. When there is no security issue in general, when migrants do not constitute a threat to American national security, if you just capitulate on that framing and act like you're going to be the one to protect American borders, then you literally are saying this thing that is born out of complete falsehood is actually real. The point is that killing migrants and mass deportation is what Ted Cruz wants to do. So what does it communicate to voters when you attack him from the right? Exactly. Do you think Texas will ever flip blue? No, not with the current Democratic Party. Absolutely not.
Elite squads of ICE, Border Patrol, and federal law enforcement officers to hunt down, arrest, and deport every last illegal alien gang member until there is not a single one left in this country.
By the way, this is why you can't outflank the Republicans on this issue, man. Kamala Harris will come out and be like, I'm going to be Border Patrol. I'm doing Border Patrol. You don't understand. I'm going to secure the border. These migrants, I'm going to secure it. I promise you. And maybe we'll do some more immigrant processing on the side. But I'm going to secure the border. Trump doesn't want to secure the border. He wants a talking point. It's like you just gave him the talking point. When you do that, he's going to turn around and be like, I'm going to kill every migrant in this country. What are you going to do about it? And all you've done in that situation is prime your audience, prime your voters into believing that there is a genuine national security problem. That's it. The idea that Mexican cartels are not a threat to the U.S. is so insane, it's laughable. Mexican cartels? What kind of genuine threat does the Mexican cartels constitute to the United States that you cannot actually deal with legalization and ease of access and pathways of migration by better processing, faster processing? Mexican cartels use American citizens to traffic drugs and chemical compounds necessary to make fentanyl in the United States of America, dumb fuck. It's not migrants that are trafficking the drugs in. You're pointing to a problem with the specific purpose of doing blood libel, lying about migrants. Here's another opportunity to completely gut the cartels, aside from, not directly cooperating with them. Like, I don't know, maybe our agencies of espionage do on a regular frequency. Who knows? But beyond that, gun control. Gun control. Where do you think they're getting the fucking weapons, dude? America. How are they getting it? Because American citizens want the drugs. How are they shipping those drugs? Americans are trafficking those drugs. Nobody said it was migrants, young sir. Nobody said it was migrants. Let me run this back again.
Elite squads of ICE, Border Patrol, and federal law enforcement officers to hunt down, arrest, and deport every last illegal alien gang member until there is not a single one left in this country.
What do you think is going on here? Are you going to do the classic, oh, well, he said gang member. Yeah, he thinks they're all gang members, you fucking idiot. He thinks every undocumented illegal alien migrant rapist with a bad gene that causes them to murder, that's poisoning the blood of the nation, needs to be mass deported. He's Adolf Hitler. And it probably sucks to recognize this for yourself, but if you agree in any way, shape, or form with this, you probably are Adolf Hitler too. That's it. And a lot of Americans have that Hitlerian dog in them, okay? In their hearts, they got that Sig Heil dog in there. Now the problem, or I guess not the problem necessarily, but like the upside of this is that They are also very stupid.